ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः, सर्वे सन्तु निरामया, सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु, मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। Namaskar dear students and good morning. I am Ashwin Davadra, class 9th English. Till now we all have completed unit number 1 and 2 syllabus with revision. Today onwards we are going to start our unit 3 syllabus gradually. We have completed chapter number 1 to 5, unit 1 and 2 from Beehive, prose means chapters, and from poetry we talk from Beehive 1 to 6 poetry poems we have completed, and supplementary reader if you see 1 to 5 chapters we have completed. So let's see everybody the syllabus of unit 3. From Beehive we are having only 3 chapters. Chapter number 6, My Childhood by APJ Abdul Kalam. Chapter number 6, Packing by Jerome K. Jerome. Chapter number 8, Reach for the Top. These 3 chapters from Beehive. And let's see the poem. 2 poems are in unit 3. Poem number 7, The Duck and the Kangaroo by Edward Leo. Poem number 8, On Killing a Tree by Jeev Patel, or Giv Patel we say. Alright, so these from 5, 3 chapters, 2 poems, 5 from Beehive book. Let's see from supplementary reader moments what we are having in unit 3. Chapter number 6, Weathering the Storm in Irsama by Harsh Mander. And 7th chapter, The Last Leaf by O. Henry. So 2 chapters only from moment supplementary reader book. Alright dear students. Okay. So today we are going to start summary of the chapter, so story of the chapter, chapter number 6, My Childhood by APJ Abdul Kalam. Let's see everybody the summary of the chapter. Then after we'll see learning objectives, message, title, justification, characters and all. Let's begin everybody. My Childhood by APJ Abdul Kalam. Summary. This lesson tells us about Abdul Kalam's childhood. Abdul Kalam, who was one of India's greatest scientists, was born in a middle class Muslim family in 1931 at Rameswaram, South, right? His journey from a middle class family in Rameswaram to the president's house had not been a smooth ride in everybody's life. Okay, it happens. He worked hard and faced all the odds of life. He was born in a conservative society. Some traditions, beliefs, conservative, that cannot be changed. His family, his teachers and his friends influenced him a lot in his childhood. His father, Jainul-Abdin, was not much educated, but he was very generous and a kind person. He was not rich. He was not rich, money and all, but he provided Abdul a very happy and secure childhood. Abdul inherited honesty and self-discipline from his father. Abdul earned his first wages, salary means wages, by working as a helping hand to his cousin Samsuddin. Samsuddin, who distributed newspaper in Rameswaram. He was also influenced by some of his friends and teachers. He had 3 close friends: Ramanath Sastri, Arvindan, and Shiv Prakashan. These were his friends. When he was in the 5th standard, a new teacher hurt his feelings by ordering him to sit away from high caste Brahmin boys. Abdul was deeply influenced by his science teacher Siva Subramanya Iyer. He taught him lesson of breaking social barriers. He served him food and sat down beside him, though he is orthodox, means traditional, who believe in traditional belief and all. So his orthodox wife opposed to do so. She was opposing. Why you are inviting Muslim at our house likewise? Being grown up, his father permitted him for higher studies and sent him to the district headquarters in Ramanathpuram. Siva Subramaniam Iyer's wife, later she accepted Abdul with no any barrier of religion. Okay, we'll see in detail all the incidents. In short, I say. So actually, these all incidents happened. How he earned his first wages means salary, Abdul Kalam, and the incident happened between Siva Subramaniam Iyer and his wife and Abdul. Then after about his father, all the things will just read in chapter. Alright? Being grown up, his father permitted him for higher studies and sent him to district headquarters of Ramanathapuram. His father remarked, Abdul, I know you have to go away and grow. And thus began his journey from a common student to a prominent scientist and then President of India. So this is a summary of the lesson number 6, my childhood. Let's see the theme of the story. The theme of the story reflects on the harmony and prejudice present in the Indian society. This influencing theme is expressed through the accounts of Kalam's childhood. In fact, we can rise in life if we have strong determination and dedication. The learning objective and message of the story. Let's see. The story conveys many messages. We should learn good points from others. Okay? In Gujarati it is said, Saru te maru. Whatever you see, the good thing, you take and implement in your life. So your life will be full of virtues and many good conducts. dear students. Our parents are our best guide. Our parents are our best guide. Believe it. They have seen lot many Diwalis. Wait. I am coming. We must give them respect and follow their advice. We should not make any difference between religion. Muslim, Sikh, Isai, Patel, Vania, Kumbhar, Brahmin, all are one side. Okay, all are under one side of God actually. We all are children of one single God, beta. Whatever name we have given to the gods, but there is only one God who maintains the whole world. So don't make any difference, please, everybody. So this lesson we should learn. Nowadays our country is free. Okay, you know very well 15 August is coming. But in the real sense, we are not free. We are, bounded with the caste, creed and religion. Leave all the barriers and bondages and feel free as a common child of God. We are all common child of God. So difference between religions, because they have the same lesson for all. We can achieve our goal if we have dedication in our hard work and willingness to sacrifice our wants. We must have love for the country, and our country is our all. Dear student, it does not mean that we should not have pride for our caste and creed. We should have pride, but whenever the talk has been started about the country, so we are all countrymen, irrespective of caste, creed and color and religion. Alright, dear students, I have also pride, okay, for my religion and caste. But when we talk about the country, okay, citizen of India, citizen of Morbi city, we should have pride as a countryman. We all are Indian. Single blood we are having, everybody. Blood group is Indian. Understand, dear students? Okay. So let's see the justification of title. The title of the story is quite appropriate and apt. The entire story revolves around the life of Abdul Kalam and unfolds the different layers of his character. The story, presents the incident related to his early life, his family background, and his, forbearance. So the narrator has selected a very suitable title for the story. Alright, dear students, and if we talk about the characters over here, main two characters, okay, we can have Abdul Kalam and Siva Subramanya Iyer, his teacher. So let's see the character Abdul Kalam. He was an obedient child. He had great respect for his parents. He was an excellent learner also. He learned honesty and self-discipline from his father and generosity as well as kindness from his mother. He never quarreled with his brothers and sisters. He had 3 friends who belonged to his caste, and they were good friends. Abdul Kalam believed in hard work. In his childhood, he collected the bundles of newspapers and earned his first wages. He had deep respect for his teacher. His science teacher was very fond of him. He called him to his house and served him food with his own hand. He never hesitated to leave his parents to go for further studies. He is very popular among students for his qualities. So these are the qualities and character sketch of Abdul Kalam. This is a character sketch of Abdul Kalam. Siva Subramaniam Iyer, if we talk about, he was an educated man. He was involved in the teaching profession. He was the science teacher of Abdul Kalam. He was a Brahmin but did not believe in casteism. Abdul was a Muslim. Still, Iyer invited Abdul to his house and served him food with his own hands. He was very, persuasive. With his power of logic, he changed the attitude of his wife towards a Muslim boy. We'll see everybody in detail the incident. In the beginning, she was an orthodox woman. She refused meal to Abdul Kalam in her ritually pure kitchen. But the next time when Abdul Kalam visited teacher's house, she served him meal with her own hand. Siva Subramaniam Iyer was an ideal teacher. He influenced his pupil means student, Abdul Kalam, to do something in life. So his character is full of qualities. We'll see everybody. Okay, dear students, till here we keep, and chapter reading and explanation will just start in the next video. Alright, till then, namaskar and have a good day everybody.